Once upon a time, there was a boy named Shyam who lived in a village with his mother. The father of the boy died when he was very young. Shyam lived in a small hut with his mother in the village, who used to take care of him. The story is also about his brother, whose name was Gopal. Shyam started going to school, and it was his first day at school. He woke up very early, brushed his teeth, and got ready to go to school. He offered his prayer to Lord Krishna and then collected the lunch made by his mother. Shyam's mother Jyoti exclaimed that her son was looking very nice. The boy was wearing his bright uniform. The uniform was especially stitched by his mother. Shyam asked his mother, "Mother, will the other children like me since it's the first day of my school?" 2. His mother answered, "Yes, they will like you." She told her son to be a good boy and not to bother anyone. She had made puris for his lunch. The mother blessed Shyam and bid him goodbye. Their hut was near a forest. The school was located beyond the forest. It would take an hour for the boy to reach his school. Shyam walked faster because he did not want to be late on his first day. The birds were chirping and their sweet melody filled the place. There was peace everywhere. Winds were blowing through the trees, which looked green. Shyam walked along a narrow path in the forest. He saw the school building and was happy. All students had been assembled in the courtyard. When Shyam entered the campus, everyone started saying, "Oh, this is Shyam, son of widow Jyoti." The teachers told the students to be quiet. The teacher called the classmates and Shyam to them. Shyam knew some of their classmates because they lived in the same village. He was not very close to the children of the town because he lived in a hut. He was taught by his mother in the hut in the evenings. All their classmates of Shyam felt attracted by his friendly nature, and they became friends. Shyam shared his lunch made by his mother with his friends. All their classmates became his good friends. Shyam made a good impression on his teacher. His mother had taught him well in basic science and math. The boy had no problem answering the basic questions that were put up in the class. The teacher praised Shyam for his sincerity and also for his manners. The day ended, and the first day was over at school. The boy was nervous in the morning, but as school got over, he became more confident. Shyam had created a good impression of himself in front of his teachers, and he had also made friends in his school. He started going back to his house and passed through the same forest. He was elated because his first day at school went well. There was darkness in the forest. The little boy became aware that everything was silent around him. The light of the moon was falling on the ground. The road looked dark at night. The birds had stopped chirping. There were frogs all around. Suddenly, there was something that hooted over the head of the boy. Shyam saw an owl that was looking at him. The boy tripped over something and fell. He was very scared to see what it was. It was a huge snake. The frogs were enjoying the sight. They made some sounds, and Shyam closed his ears and walked away. When he reached home, he cried in front of his mother and told her the entire story. He told his mother that he would not go to school again. The mother understood that Shyam became scared of the dark forest. She tried to make him calm down, but nothing could make him go to school. The mother was very worried. When the new school was built, his mother decided to send him to school anyhow. She had great ambitions and wanted her son to become a doctor. She used to earn money by stitching clothes. She used to work extra hard to provide education to Shyam. It seemed as if now all her efforts would go in vain. Shyam was very scared to go to school. Suddenly, she got an idea and told Shyam about his brother Gopal. She said, "You don't need to walk alone in the forest because you have your brother Gopal." Shyam asked, "Do I have a brother?" The mother answered yes. She told him that his name was Gopal. He also lived in the forests. She told Shyam to call Gopal whenever he was afraid. Shyam always believed in her mother and never doubted her. All his fear had gone away and he went to sleep peacefully. The next day, Shyam started going to school with the same enthusiasm. When he started working on the road in the forest, he started feeling afraid. He called Gopal to help him. Suddenly, the boy heard a melodious flute and Gopal appeared before him. Gopal was the most beautiful person that the boy had ever seen. The skin of Gopal was dark and his eyes were kind. There was a garland that adorned his neck and he also had the feather of the peacock in his crown. Gopal told the boy that he had come to take him home safely. Shyam was very happy and held the hand of his brother. He reached the hut safely. Gopal started coming every day and helped Shyam to reach his home safely. One day, their teacher of Shyam invited his students to a fest at his place. The children started buying gifts for their teacher. Shyam told them about the festival and asked her to buy a gift for his teacher. The mother felt helpless because she was the only bread earner of the family. Her husband had died and she took care of Shyam all alone by herself. Shyam helped his mother in all the possible ways, and his mother couldn't refuse him anything. His mother told him to take help from Gopal. When Shyam started working in the forest, he asked Gopal about the gift. Gopal told him that he could give a bowl of curd that he had to his teacher. The teacher ate the curd, and it was very tasty. The curd was not finished, no matter how many times he ate it from the bowl. The teacher asked Shyam, "Where did you get this from?" So, Shyam said, "My brother Gopal gave it to me." His teacher scolded him and told him not to lie since he didn't have a brother. Shyam said, "I am not lying. Come with me to the forest. I will show you Gopal." The teacher was very angry, but he went to the forest. He yelled at Shyam, "Where is Gopal?" Just as the teacher raised his hand to beat the boy, he heard a melodious tune. A gentle voice said that only the true heart can see him. The teacher asked forgiveness from the Lord. Shyam also realized that his brother was Lord Gopal himself. He was very happy to see that Lord came to help him whenever he called him. The moral of the Laddu Gopal story. This is an Indian mythological story that helps to understand the Hindu mythology in a better way. This mythological story has a strong moral attached to it. It teaches the kids to always have faith in God. When called with pure heart, the Lord always comes to help his devotees.